probably staying at home for this World Cup, and very comfortable racing in this venue. Maybe knows the strategy of where to put yourself exactly, and that's going to come in handy for this course that we haven't seen a whole lot from.
So the yellow bib of Harold Amundsen Østberg is not going to take to the course anymore today as we go to heat number 3. This is Lauri Vuorinen of Finland, 28 years of age. In his 89th start, no podiums to his credit. Togbull of Norway has 1 victory and 5 podiums. Ansgar Evensen, one of the young up-and-coming stars of Norway, qualified 6th today, so one of the fastest guys. He was 5th in this event in Ruka to open the season 2 weeks ago. And then Theo Shelley, the 10th fastest qualifier. That was a bit of a surprise when I looked at these results. Theo Shelley of France in the 10th spot in qualifying. Antoine from Canada, 25-year-old in bib 25. And Måns Skoglund of Sweden, 21 years of age in his first World Cup start.
Yeah, I too was surprised to see Theo Shelley in there, especially when we expected Richard Jouve, who finished on the podium in Ruka, to be contender today, and he unfortunately finished 33rd and did not advance to the heats.
Yeah, how does that happen for a guy like Jouve?
You know, sprinting is one of those things that you can be on one weekend and you can just miss it the next. You never know if skis played a factor. You don't know if he's been affected by fitness. But yeah, not a guy we expect to see outside of the top 30. And another surprise, Federico Pellegrino, who also looked strong in that opening weekend in Ruka, finished 31st.
So Pellegrino out of the heat, as is Richard Jouve of France. But at the front is Jouve's teammate and Canadian, bib 25, Antoine Cyr. Cyr's personal best, he was fourth in the 15K Classic in Val di Fiemme in, I believe it was 2020. And that's his high water mark, but Cyr has proven that he can be at or near the podium and is now currently in 2nd spot. He's in the red, gray, and black suit of Canada. But it's the Frenchman, Theo Shelley, at the front now at the high point of the course.
Yeah, great to see Antoine Cyr skiing really well, because he did show promise a couple of years ago. He's a good classic skier, but the Canadians have had a bit of a slow start to the season, so he can be some bright hope since Graham Ritchie is unfortunately out with injury.
Yeah, we wish Graham Ritchie a speedy recovery. It looked like he had a leg injury posted on social media earlier today, and we are uncertain of the circumstances, but we wish him a speedy recovery and having him back on the course as we go back to action in Ostersund. And bib number 11, charging up the middle of the field, is Håvard Togbull. He's the only athlete in this quarterfinal with a win or a podium to speak of in his career, and he makes his presence felt at the front into the penultimate downhill. One more climb into the stadium, and Shelley taking notes clearly of the rest of the field, that people winning this are leading from early on in the course.
And I think he felt the pressure of those skiers coming up behind him on that last one and put on a turn of speed. So just hope he's not burning too many matches early on in the heat, because there's still a lot of skiing left to go, and we know a lot of movement can happen off this downhill.
And just like that, number 5, Ansgar Evensen, the class of the field in qualifying, bib number 6, takes the lead ahead of his teammate Togbull. The 2 Norwegians, surprise, surprise, emerging to the front of a quarterfinal field. The red suits are there, and then chasing him is Cyr of Canada. Time looks pretty good, 3:02 with about 80 meters to go. 3:13.6, the low time for Cyr to try to get through. Time is going to be good, fastest quarterfinal heat. And Cyr will move on for Canada. That was the fastest heat so far. Trying to see if Vuorinen will move in. He's 3:13.3. I don't think it's going to be very tight between Vuorinen and Niskanen, but Antoine Cyr will move into the semifinals at this point as a lucky loser through 3 quarterfinals. So the winner, Ansgar Evensen, was the junior world champion in the freestyle sprint in 2020. So Ansgar Evensen, sort of an athlete that the Norwegians certainly have been waiting for since his junior years to emerge up top the World Cup. Done a good job today with looks like the fastest qualifying time, or fastest quarterfinal time so far of 3